So welcome to your November asana. This warms you up, sets you up for exactly the right place. We'll head into the vayus after this, but for now in our asana. So you will need a block and a blanket would be really helpful on your mat. Set yourself up. We start the playlist at horizon. You can begin there. And starting out, we're just going to inhale, sweep up tall. Now lift up onto the balls of your feet and find your balance for a moment. Pausing, you may waver. And as your hands come down, your heels slowly come down. This is be the exhalation. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Inhale, rising up. So that your hands are at the top peak at the same time as your heels, and then exhaling slowly to come down to the floor. Inhaling up. And then exhaling down. Take your time. Set your gaze on one point. Starts to create quiet. Last time we go. And all the way down. Take your time, take your time. Build your feet, build your home. Stay. Step your left foot about 3-4 feet back. Your heels aren't in one line, they're in two separate lines. Inhale, hands up high. And then exhale, hands wide. Turn your palms back. And then lay the backs of your hands to your spine as you fold down. That's your exhalation. Reaching wide, reverse, palms face up. Inhale, strong back leg. Follow your breathing. Soften the front knee. Hinge at the hips, only going as far as your body allows. Inhale, rise. Strengthen your legs. And strengthen and lengthen the breath out, belly to the body. And again. And a last time to fold down, exhale. Stay here breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Unfold, reach wide, reach high. Palms together, thumbs to the chest, stepping up. Right foot steps back. Back leg strong. Inhale, rise. And sweep wide and exhale. Backs of your hands to the spine. One hand rests in the other. And reverse out into the fingertips. Turn the palms up. Lift your heart. Back leg strong. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. Stay here breathing in. And breathing out to fold. Breathing in. Unfold. Hands wide, rise tall. Thumbs down, stepping up. Stand tall. So you'll step your left foot back again. Building feet for a triangle, so the front toes point forward, the back heels at an angle, hands come wide. Soft knees if you need to, if you feel tight. Right hand down to your thigh or the top of your shin. This is exhale. Inhale, reach over the top. Exhale, go wide. Returning. Back hand down, inhale, reach back. Exhale, wide, reaching into your fingertips. Exhaling, and then inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, wide. Inhale up. Exhale, wide. Inhale over. Exhale, wide. Inhale, reverse. Now stay. A little wag the tail. Lengthen through the spine. Open the chest. Legs are strong. Sweep wide. And a last time, bring it all the way over. And reach, looking up underneath your armpit. Back leg is strong. And coming upright, hands go wide. Pivot on your feet. Your toes point to the back of the mat. Back heel back, front toes forward, hands wide. Exhale, set your hand. Inhale, reach over. And then exhale, hands go wide. Inhale as you go back. Exhale, go wide. Reach into your fingertips. Inhale, take your right hand over. Exhale, wide. Inhaling back, pause a beat. Little wag the tail. Through the shoulders, strong back leg, opening from the pelvis through the throat. And then sweeping wide. And the left hand coming down. Inhale, going over, stay a breath. Look up underneath the inside of your armpit, strong into the center back heel. All the way to the fingers. And sweep wide, coming up tall. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands up. A bend to the knees, hands down the backs of your legs. Fold all the way in. Slide up the backs of your legs, reach wide. Inhale, up. And all the way out and down. And maybe you'll start to build a little bit of pace. That you're making some space through the backs of your legs. This time as we fold down, fingertips find the floor. Or if you can't get there, you can have hands on a block, right? Block has lots of settings. Inhale, lift, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold down. Maybe hands to the blocks, elbows bending, maybe palms flat to the floor, folding in. Inhale, lift and lengthen wherever you're at. Exhale, fold down 3. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Use the floor, use the block, use what you need. Exhale, fold down. One more time, lengthening out, widening the backs of your thighs, spreading the backs of your calves, and folding your way down. Stay a beat, lift and lengthen on your inhale, fold on the exhale. And then taking your blanket, set it back behind you, set your block forward, so you can step into a downward facing dog. Hands and knees, child's pose, fold back. Inhale, hands, knees, tuck toes, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hands, knees, and back into child. So this may be your flow. Hands, knees, tuck toes, down dog. Or walk both feet to the right, step your right foot in front of the left, feet are hip distance. Hands and knees with legs crossed, which means your right's in front of your left. Widen your feet and fold back towards child. Hands stay where they are. Inhale back to hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Keep your legs crossed, press back, downward facing dog. Into hands and knees. Widen your heels and exhale, fold back. In hands, knees, tuck toes, press back, down dog. Just pause in your dog for a moment, reaching into the inner feet, plugging into the base of your thumbs. Your inner feet are now the outside edges of the pose. Step your left foot in front of your right, and we repeat. Inhale, hands, knees, left in front of right knee. Widen your heels, fold your seat back. So you're not trying to sit on the floor, not trying to fit your hips to the floor between your heels, but you are beginning to make some space. Inhale, hands, knees. Exhale, fold back. One more round. Tuck of the toes, lift of the hips. And just pause. Reach your inner feet down, inner heels toward the floor. And uncross. Pedal it out, bending one knee, bending the other. Feeling through the outer hip, inner thigh, legs are long, arms are long. You'll step right over your blanket, sitting yourself down. Bring your block with you. Pause for a beat, let yourself settle into a horizontal position, and just feel there's already a change, a sensation of currents. It's a very flowing, very subtle sort of practice. It balances out the time change, the temperature change, the travel change. The things in November are a lot of flux, and this resets you. Hips up, hands come overhead. This will be your inhalation. So heels are right under your knees. Roll down through the spine, bring your hips down, bring your hands down. This is your exhalation. Inhale, hips up, hands up. We go like this. And then exhale, roll it down. Taking your time, we'll build on. Inhale, hips up, hands up. Stay here, exhale. Inhale. And then on your exhale, hands down, hips down. Inhale, hips up, hands up. Stay where you are, exhale. Inhale here. Stay where you are, exhale. Building through the hips and the pelvis. And exhaling, bring it down. One more time. Inhale, lift up, hands up. And exhale, stay. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, stay. One more time. And then elbows down, hips down, hands down. Pause where you are. Lift your heels, straighten your legs, flex your feet as though standing on the ceiling. Take your hands overhead. This position is inhale. Bend your knees, palms down beside your hips. This is exhale. So inhale, heels up, hands up. Exhale, bring it down. You'll begin to move a little more swiftly. And as you bring your hands down, you can roll your low back off the floor and bring your chest, your knees towards your chest a little more quickly. So you're finding a little bit of a rhythm. You're finding a little bit of strength, the legs, the hip flexors opening and heating the shoulders. 2 more. Perfect. So with your hips up, put your palms down under your seat, feet are flexed. Inhale, the heels widen, exhale, cross. Open, cross. Inhale, exhale, in, out. In and out through the nose. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Hips wide, heels wide. Take your hands to your inner thighs and lightly press against them. Lift your head and shoulders and reach through your legs. Get the furthest away, the back sides of your thighs. Now roll your head and shoulders to the floor. Shoulders down, it'll roll your thighs back. Then roll your thighs into your hands and straighten your arms. Use your hands to widen your inner thighs. Put a little bend in your knees, that's inhale. Straighten and press into the legs, that's exhale. So inhale with a little bend and exhale with a little press. Feet are flexed. Toes drawn back, space between your toes. And then staying, the legs pressing and pressing and pressing apart. The hands helping the legs being strong. They may tremble. Roll your low back toward the floor. And then a bend in your knees. Bring the knees together. Put a block between your thighs. And pause right there. So the arms go wide out to the side. Palms face down. Heels are the height of your knees, and knees are in line with your hips. You make a right angle, holding the block. You'll drop your knees to the left side, and that's your exhalation. Inhale up into the center, straighten your legs. So bending the knees, exhale, fall left. Squeeze the block, and then inhale up to center. You're not necessarily trying to touch the floor. You're simply dropping to the side, beginning to create a bit of a rinse through the hips and the spine. One more. So that as you drop your knees to the left, you pause just part way there, and the bottom thigh holding the top thigh, your heels rising, your knees dropping, turning right through the navel, opening the right side shoulder, right side hand, and into the middle. Reset if you need to. And then heels and knees in a line, knees and hips in a line. On your exhalation, you're dropping to the right side. And on your inhale, up into center, legs straight. Exhale, drop to the right. And then inhale, up into the center. Exhale, drop right. Inhaling. We go one more time. And as you drop, pause. And the bottom thigh rises to hold the block from the base. The navel turns to the left. Open the left shoulder. Open the left hand. Find that deep revolution in the mid-body. Hold the block and bring it up into the middle. And knees bend, feet flat. Release the block and simply pause for a moment. That there's a sensation of strength and light and heat in the mid-body. All the changes in November, we want to come back to a strong center point in ourselves, moving easily. Knees into the chest, a little rock forward and back. A little rock just 3 times. If you want to keep going and do more, you can always do more. We'll just fold the blanket in half one more time from front to back to build a nice seat. And I'll face you. Legs crossing, sitting tall. Right fingertips to the floor. Reach up and over. And change sides. Feeling how you've established a real sense of center just below the navel. And it's that center energetically that allows you to ride changes in your context, changes in your surroundings. Right hand stays down. Reach your left hand across. Sink your left hip. Bend your left elbow and hold the right side of your head. And drop the weight of your head into your left hand. Roll your left elbow up. Roll your left ribs back. Open there. Relax your head into your hand. Press your right hand down and away. As though you could open the whole left lung, even the left hip, up and over, changing sides. And the left hand stays down and the right hand comes up and over. Bending your right elbow. Right hand holds the left side of your head. Your head falls into the hand and the weight of your head begins to open the back of your right arm, the tricep. Press the left hand down and away, the right ribs back. So that from the right elbow to shoulder to hip is all getting a little longer. And upright. Feeling the height on both sides of your spine, sitting tall. Your seat goes a little bit back, your hands go a little bit forward. Now you'll find the floor, and I'll turn so you can see. You're just folding in. A little wag of the tail. Maybe the forearms, maybe the palms, maybe a block. Letting your breathing be full, softening your shoulders. The outer edges of your knees descend, the back edge of your seat going down. Press down and lightly away with your hands. Back of the neck is long for a moment, so that you can walk yourself up. Sitting tall. And this is where we'll meet for our Kriya. If this is all the time you have, this is a tremendous way of finding balance, of finding your way back. So maybe right there you're done with your practice. If so, enjoy. Otherwise, I'll see you in the Kriya. Namaste.